most of your time is going to be spent in your workplace. So you better love what you do. Otherwise, you're going to be just waiting for the weekend, week after week.
Now you're an associate professor. So how was it for you to get this stable position?
Usually at the Spanish university, you've got different kinds of positions and different ways in which you can enter university. You can start as a PhD student, but there are other ways of entering the university. A contracts as a researcher, and that was a part-time contract. Then, either you finish your PhD and you manage to stay at the university because you have already been teaching and you've got all the things which are required to remain in the university, or you start as a professional, right? And that is that you may have another job outside academia, and then you start teaching for the university, right? And this is a part-time job. Why am I mentioning the professional way? Because actually many professionals who work for the industry at a particular time, after having been working for the university for several years, they also decide to stay at the university. So both paths are actually quite popular. And then, what is the following step? The following step is to start as an assistant professor. So, as an assistant, there are two kinds of assistant contracts. PhD or non-PhD assistant professor, right? But the most common one is the PhD assistant professor. So usually you need to have completed your PhD and you need another thing which is called accreditation. If you fulfill the requirements, then you are given this accreditation that will allow you to submit an application for an assistant professor position. So this position is already a tenure track position, but this will only be for several years, usually 5. Then you've got 5 years to get your following accreditation as an associate professor. You need this accreditation. Once you have it, you are allowed to sit for a public exam that will give you access access to a permanent position. So it is as if you had completed your tenure. This is related to the national budget each year. So this is just entering the public administration.
Once you have a position in the university, how do you escalate?
Being the head of the Department of Modern Languages for 4 years already, and it is not something difficult. It is just you have to present yourself as a candidate, and then you might get elected by the members of your department or not. But let me tell you that usually there are not many people who present themselves as candidates. So it is very likely that if you present yourself, then you will be elected, and everybody will thank you